Okay. Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice C. Okay, a bit of a treat today because with me is my great and dear buddy, John Hugo. Johnny and I started playing golf. Well, I started playing, John started before me, but when I took up golf, Johnny was basically the first guy that I played with. And
lucky him.
Yeah, and we've been, like dear friends ever since, and he was a really good player. And we all were in those days, weren't we?
Yes.
But he was a really good player, and he's had a lean time over the last few years. I've moved up here. I haven't been up here for about 13 years now, and Johnny, he does his own stuff, and I used to help him out a little bit. But he's had an erosion in his golf swing, and for a good player to have the erosion that he's had is unusual. Well, it's a disaster, but it's unusual. I mean, he's too good a player to have the erosion. So he got on a merry-go-round that he couldn't get off. Now, the merry-go-round for him, guys, was that he was a conventional player in terms of his structure. And his structure was he coiled into the right side and he got the club back here. He actually fired the club in this direction.
Yeah.
As a normal pivot and coil would take us. That's how he used to play. But for some reason or other, he got into this one direction, but the wrong direction. And the direction for him was here, was vertical. And he got this going in his golf swing. He had verticality, and from here, and basically no setting of the club towards the target. And he came very, very steeply down and got jammed up and had to change direction. Got in here and then had to fire it away. So what we've done is, we'll just stand over the ball, John.
Okay.
What we've done is we're now concentrating on getting rid of the verticality in the swing. Now, all we have to do for everybody is get a key for the individual. And the key for John, and he brought the terminology into being himself, the key for John was, I said, John, what I want you to do is get the golf club going this way. I want the energy of the club to go this way. I want you to store the energy in the club on the backswing, and I want you to keep that energy moving this way, not this way.
Yeah.
Now, I said, what do you feel like when you're up there like that? He said, I feel like I'm over-swinging. So there it was, guys. We have to get him back to feeling like he's over-swinging. He won't do that so much with the irons because they're not long enough and they don't have enough momentum. But with the driver, he was getting the driver here. Now, we got him to get it here and he was just bombing it. John's always been long and John's always been late. But when he's going from here and being late, he's too steep, can't hit the ball. So this is a lesson in actuality. It's happening. So we've only just hit a couple of balls now. There'll be a few faux pas here, but generally, so you tell me what you're feeling now compared to what you used to feel.
It's been too short. It's been too stiff. Right now I'm trying to get some more pivot, trying to lengthen the backswing and feel a lot freer through the shot. Softer arms?
Yep. I'm actually trying to get John to feel like his arms are bending in the backswing. He won't get that, but I want him to actually feel that so that as soon as we can get it to bend, we can get the momentum to go this way.
Yeah.
We talk about one way in the golf swing, guys. Martin Ayres and I have always thought about the golf swing going one way, and that one way is this way. We start here and we keep going. We will keep going. That's our feeling. But Johnny's had very much a one way and a two way. Now most people do, but most people will get away with their one way there because it's not as severe as going actually one way. They will start one way and they'll keep going this way. So we're trying to get some rotation, some circular motion, some softness.
And a bit more structure.
Well, real structure, and I want him to really focus on what he's doing, the target and all that type of stuff. So this is a lesson in the raw, guys. Well, if you stand here for the rest of the afternoon, we probably won't hit a better one than that. That's just knocked the six out of the sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just hit it dead on the fly.
We can finish now.
Yeah, that's the old story. I mean, W.C. Fields used to say, if the first take is a good one, we don't want any second or third takes. But guys, that's amazing. I mean, before...
and that was as long as I've been trying to get it out.
Oh, no way. No, but we've been talking for a while, so we're a little cold. So, yeah, if you can actually feel as a drill for John, what I want John to do is practice this. This is the momentum. Right? Once we get the momentum going in the golf club, we want the momentum to continue that way. We want that momentum to feel like this. That's exaggerated, but that's what I want him to feel. I don't want him to feel like he's going this way.
No,
I want him to feel like he's going this way.
Yeah, I want to get the club behind you.
Here, and as we get older, like I'm older than Johnny, but you do lose flexibility in the hip extensors, and John's been trying for some reason to keep his trail leg flexed, and that's killed your hip turn, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
That's killed the hip turn by doing. He needs to actually let that trail leg go like this, so we can get this type of look about us in the pivot.
Yeah, that's it, John. I'm trying to get more of a pivot.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
But a circular, auguring type pivot.
Yep. But it doesn't want to come.
No, it'll come. Okay, look where we're going. Okay, now feel it. Now soften the arms.
That's as good as I can hit it.
Yeah, and it's always the way. It's like going to a dentist. You know, the tooth is aching. As soon as you sit in the waiting room, the ache goes away, doesn't it? But we've done a fair bit of work off scrum. What, only about 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's all.
We went from he said, I want to swing like Hogan. I said, well, you are, but it's Paul. Oh, actually Hulk, not Ben. Hulk Hogan, isn't it? Now come up here. You're out of frame. Up to the front here. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Now let's revise. Now this is what you've got to do. Johnny is the most impetuous practicer and player I've ever played with.
Random.
Oh, look, he's just so quick, he wants to get on with it. But you've got to have a plan. Now the plan for us here in this golf swing, and we've got to review this, right? We want the momentum of the club going this way. We want this hip going rearwards. We want the buttock going rearwards. We want the softness. We want the right shoulder pulling back. This whole trail side pulling this way as much as we can. That's the feeling we want. Now you've got to think about that.
Okay. All right, well.
See where we're going? Okay, now feel it, soften everything. Soft groin, soft buttock. I don't think I've ever seen you hit 3 shots perfect in your life. That's harsh. I mean, he was a great player. He used to kick my butt every time we played.
You better go.
How good was that? All right, guys. So you tell me now,
okay.
Because you've got to be your own teacher, John, when you leave here. Because I won't be with you every day, unless I come down and live in your spare room.
Yeah, I think the good thing here is structure's better. There's no doubt in spelling out the pivot, and there's no doubt.
But how is the pivot happening? What are you doing to create the pivot?
I'm making sure my right hip goes back.
Okay, component-wise, sequence-wise.
Yeah, I'm trying to tilt my right hip. I'm trying to let my whole right side go behind me. Yeah, trying to do that.
Like that.
Trying to let the right side go behind me.
All right, we'll just hit one more of these. Well, we don't. Well, why don't you hit a couple of drivers for us?
Fine.
Because now Johnny was hitting, honestly, and I don't think, I'm not being harsh here, but my only objective is to get him back to where he was, because he's still got the ability, but he just lost his way in terms of structure. Now Johnny used to be a really strong driver of the golf ball, long and high club head speed, and very much in the old days, if you took pictures of John, he was Hogan-esque. I mean, he really got the load in here and really hammered it. That's why he hit it so far. Now just show us the old swing without hitting a golf ball, what it looked like up until we made the modification today. No, it wasn't like that. It was vertical.
That's vertical there.
No, it wasn't. Go. No, you'd never get it back there. See, and this is the dichotomy, guys. In that practice swing there, he has free momentum in the golf club, and it's actually moving this way. But in the actual golf swing, he kills the momentum, and he goes here and he pushes it straight up in the air there. He has none of that club going that way.
That's amazing.
But we've been working a little bit now, so now you're getting it moving.
I got a feeling for it.
Now what we need to do with the driver is full overswing, and circular one-way pivot.
Okay, let's see what we can do here.
Okay, now just think about what we're doing. Soft groin, Soft arms. We'd take that every day, wouldn't we?
Yeah, it's a little right, but that's fantastic.
Yeah, just a push. But right out of the centre of the golf club.
Right in the middle of the club.
Yeah. Now the push comes about because of this.
Yep.
Now,
much underneath.
Yeah, because he's been coming very steep, gets in here and jams. He's still got a bit of that in there. I said what he has to do is foster that in the downswing. He has to get some more width in the downswing. Now that width will come as long as you don't try and add anything in the downswing. Just don't, once you get up, but with the driver, John, remember there's got to be more commitment to the turn. No, that would have been just right of centre of the fairway. Okay, now know where we're going? See the big tree? Okay, now feel the softness.
I can't hit it a lot better, John.
That'd be on the green on the 12th, wouldn't it?
Can't hit a lot better.
Huh? Where that guy, John's a member of a club where one of the amateurs the other day shot 58, 14 under par. That's my old golf course. I mean, we played there every day for 20 years, and we know how hard, and the course is harder now, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And so what's his handicap now?
+6.
Well, what
it was +6.
It was 6, he probably +7?
Changed.
Oh, well, the rating, yeah.
Changed.
Yeah. But 58 guys on a par 72 championship golf course? I had 58. I had 58 on that same golf course, but
holes.
No, I didn't play the last 4 holes. Yeah, it rained. Okay, now come on now really get the pro. Think about what you want to do. Okay. Oh. Now guys, if you slow that down, you'll see this. I mean, he gets it, but before, now he's coming from here, he can go there because his download is that way. He goes, pulling the arrow out of the quiver, he's moving this way first, and then he's going out. Whereas the other one, it was there, here. He was actually pulling the club down here, and he had nowhere to go, guys. He would get down here and that's it. Now, did that feel like an overswing?
It's starting to feel long for me, yeah.
Well, feel overswing.
Starting to feel long for me.
Overswing. Okay, now come on, get out there. Hey, get away from the ball. Come in, and I want you to really hit this golf course orientation. I want you to fly it up to the tree.
Okay.
Between the 300 marker and the tree, right? Go see it, feel it, and as Mo says, taste it. Now, big pivot overswing. There's a bit of the old swing in there, because I think that was still a good shot, but yeah, it was a pretty good shot. but you could see the old swing because that's what we call cross programming.
I could feel it. Yeah.
The old swing doesn't want to leave. It says, guys, I'm not going. So you have to drill, and I think what you've got to do for a while is go through this.
Yep, lack of coil. Yep.
No, but you've got to go through this before you hit it to get the feeling. Get here. Yep. Get the feeling of what it feels like to have the club here.
Okay.
As a feeling.
Yeah, okay.
Just feel that.
Okay.
See that one went back here and the cross programming came in and the club went this way. Okay, one more.
All right.
Now just go through your little feel of overswing to feel the club head. Feel it. Oh, Johnny, now do that. Now watch this, guys. Now just do that. No, just do it as a golf swing. Now that, if you could get there, that's 300 and 9 out of 10 fairways. Because you know what? You've got a complete body pivot.
I just got to say that. When I do that, this feels a whole lot.
But there's no anxiety to hit the ball.
Okay.
We have to. This is just a byproduct of that golf swing. Okay. But it's not going anywhere.
No, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
I hear you.
There's my jet coming in.
For me.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Good. Now overswing it softly. Whoa! Put it there, pal.
Great stuff, eh?
Guys, that's just blown the 300 sign off the range. Now, Johnny's always had heaps of speed, and he's still got the same speed today that he had 30 years ago, but he hasn't been in a position to take advantage of it. Yeah. Now that's amazing that you can get. Now we've done this, like in this lesson here, and probably 10 minutes before. So guys, when people say I can't change my golf swing, that is a load of what we call in Australia codswallop. You can change it. You have to know the way to change it, and you have to identify the feeling of change when it occurs. Yeah. There's no point in coming out here and hitting good shots, which I say to Johnny all the time. You come out and hit good shots, say they're great. Say, well, what did you do? I just hit good. No. You're not going to be able to come back tomorrow if you don't know what you're doing now. Yeah. Elementary, dear Watson, but we don't do it. That was amazing.
Well, Watson, that was good.
Well, you can't hit it better than that.
No.
I mean, those irons were just spectacular.
Don't need to, John. Don't need to.
No. Well, more to the point. Yeah.
Yeah, don't need to.
Yeah, John and I, back in the old days, we used to play golf every day. We had Johnny was a member of some really good private clubs that I used to go along and be his motorised buggy mechanic. But we used to play so many holes, guys. He had a buggy that had the governor off it, and it was so fast.
All day.
We could go out and we'd play all day. We'd play 54 holes in a day.
All the time. Regularly.
Yeah, head off at 10 in the morning. We're still there at 8 o'clock at night.
When God switched the lights off.
Oh, yeah. And when we'd even played in the dark with the lights on the buggy.
We did on the putting green.
Yeah. So that's the sort of, the stuff that
it was fanatical. But when you lose it, John, it kills you.
Well, I mean, but the crazy thing is, you haven't lost it. You just misplaced it.
Yeah, it's hiding.
Temporarily misplaced it.
Yeah, it's hiding.
Mate, as always, like this is dearness of friend right here.
Yeah.
And we don't get to see each other very often, but when we do, today we'll just spend a whole day reminiscing and hitting stuff. But I think you're on the way, mate.
No, I think so. Thanks for your help.
Okay, mate. That was a lesson for a friend, but an absolute one, as you see it. No, we're perfect golf shots. Okay, guys, we'll do some more on the wind and twirl tomorrow.
Thanks for your help.
Good on you, mate.